Bomb-proof bushcraft.
All right, here we go. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm here with, I don't think the man needs any introduction, Dave Canterbury. And the question I've asked him today is, Dave, what got you hooked on bushcraft?
Hooked on bushcraft. That's a pretty cool term, hooked on bushcraft. What got me into bushcraft in the first place really was 18th century reenacting. So while you're reenacting the 18th century, you're actually doing things in a more primitive fashion with less tools, less gear, less equipment, and using more primitive skills and primitive knowledge like flint and steel, fire making, things like that, sleeping with wool blankets. And from those primitive skills and also primitive archery, developed my interest in bushcraft in general. And I started kind of making videos about those type things, as well as flint knapping with glass and things like that. My YouTube channel just kind of blew up, but a lot of people were asking me, I was a hunting guide at the time, and a lot of people were asking me, you know, what would happen if I were to get stranded out here? How do I navigate my way out? How can I make tools off the landscape? All those types of things. And then I started doing more research and more learning myself to figure out all this stuff and teaching it to other people. And it just kind of blew up from there. And now I'm hooked on bushcraft.
Thank you so much.
All
I
right.
appreciate it, Dave.
No problem.
Appreciate the time.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bomb-proof bushcraft. Be there, be square.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, no sweat.
Tick, 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 boom.
Hey, this is Craig A. with WG Bushcraft out of Missouri, here at the Pathfinder Gathering, doing two things. One is sharing my love and passion for bringing bushcraft to the youth of America, along with National Pathfinder Youth Organization. And I'm also here selling a kit that I'm very passionate about, because the goal is to bring a lightweight 2-pound kit that can be carried in the small of your back or with a MOLLE system on a backpack that you wouldn't even know was there, but if you spend the night in the woods without planning to, it has everything that you potentially need to get through basically 72 hours. So it starts with an emergency sleeping bag, which is tucked in a 1000D Cordura nylon back here, and then everything else is in a single wall canteen. So everything else that fits in there is to help you sustain your 72 hours. Starts with a 24-inch chainsaw. You've seen these before, but mine, I have a manufacturer that every single link is actually a blade. So whereas usually it's every 3. And then you have a fixed knife, full tang. You can batten with this. So that's your cutting tool. Comes with 70 feet of cordage, along with an awl, so great for repairs. Fire starting kit's a basic ferro rod with a wooden handle, with a striker. Great thing about the wooden handle is the manual dexterity, so it does a great strike too. It's a very good striker. Also comes with 4 pieces of tinder, so good sized tinder wicks. And then you have your signal device, which is your whistle. Has a signal mirror. This light I have specially made, so the bulb is actually specially made. So it's a standard housing, but this bulb is a camera light bulb. So when you turn this light on and you look up in the night, you can actually see the spot on the top of the tree. That's how bright this is. And then lastly is a first aid kit. I made this. I make these by hand as far as what's inside of them. So all of that, self-contained the kit, and again, you can use the MOLLE system for this, or you can go ahead and use the belt. The tactical belt does come with it, so it's a 511 belt. That way you can wear it the small of your back.
Tracy Wilson from Leave No Trace Survival, and I'm here with Madison Poole hanging out at the Pathfinder Gathering here in beautiful Hillsboro, Ohio. As you can see, I've got my store put up. We've got lots of fun stuff in here for making fire, everything from hand drill, bow drill, flint and steel, ferro rods. We've even got knives and all kinds of cool stuff. So head on down. Now I've given you my crazy deal plug speak. You got to come out to these skills gatherings. Hang out with the folks. Most of these are really greatly family oriented, and you can't beat it. I'm sure she's going to have plenty of video that you can look at and see as to what's going on here, the vendors, the people, the skills, as well as just hanging out. And it's worthwhile. If you get the chance, come on out, because it is flat out worth it. Enjoy yourself, bring a tent, hang out, have some fun. See what I'm talking about right here? The Sasquatch walking in behind me. So just enjoy yourself. Come on out. These things generally don't cost a whole lot of money because they're catered to folks just like us, and you can come out and have a great time. especially bringing the kids good wholesome environment here at the Pathfinder Gathering. They have skills events for the kids, challenges in the evening, as well as for the adults. But the kids have a really great time here. And you win great prizes. I mean, good stuff, knives, axes, and all kinds of cool stuff. So come on out, have some fun. Come see me, come hang out with Madison and the other cool folks here, and let's have a good time.
And
speaking of which,
and I don't know if you know this.
Showed up.
Do you know who this is? Tracy Wilson. Name ring a bell? Alone, season. Yes, she's very modest about that. Very modest about that. She also teaches. She wasn't going to mention that. She teaches. She instructs. So you know, look her up. She's the one that got my first Ember hand drill. So phenomenal.
As a matter
We take old heads, old axes, tools, and give them a new lease on life. Do some custom stuff once in a while. I guess I can't talk and do things at the same time. We take old heads that need to be repaired, need to be restored, and bring them back to working condition. I've seen some interesting heads. There's a lot of. I fixed some from Sweden. I fixed some from Wales. Some of those heads are pretty interesting. Of course, over here, anything from over there is interesting.
So how long have you been doing this?
My dad started out collecting axes and throwing them on the heads or on the handles, and I wasn't happy with how it was done, so I took it all and said I'm gonna do it right.
He's not listening.
No, he's not.
I'm ignoring.
Yeah. But yeah, I try to give people what they want, but we have fun doing what we're doing. We do need a lighter hobby though.
I was gonna say, you guys are one of the few people I know that show up with a full workshop, ready to rock, ready to do everything you need to do. You can sharpen, you can shape handles, you can basically pretty much do anything that you could do in a workshop.
I can modify heads right now if I wanted to.
And he's here at the Pathfinder Gathering, where there is really, you're kind of off grid here.
Yeah, we do have some electric supply. We got to reset it once in a while because my tools take a little bit too much power. But yeah, we're able to do a wide variety of things. But yeah, I have fun with it.
How do people get a hold of you?
You can find us on Facebook, First American Axe and Forge. You can also find us on Instagram. Same setup, First American. It's Axen. You can find it. You can also give us an email at firstamericanAxe@gmail.com. So it's pretty simple.
Awesome. Thanks. I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it.